Good evening, Twitchers, and good whatever YouTubers and face spaces from the future. I mean, the past. That one, yes. Um, yeah. So, plan of attack tonight is we are going to complete the contract to finish up the station on Minimus. Technically, we only need this piece here, but I'm gonna take this whole thing docket, complete the contract, and yeah. As you can see, plenty of storage for monopropellant and spare parts should I require them. Um, those there should be enough, but I've also got solar panels as well. Um, I have set up a bunch of maneuver nodes, so oh, excuse me. So that should sort out my burns, and I probably should go prepare to do them. I was thinking what I should also do would be to maybe set an alarm for for these ones. I mean, admittedly they're probably going to be at least a year, but it would be nice to have that out to sort of have an idea as to when they're going to be there, so that I can start episode 101. Yeah. So, well, let's get on to it, shall we? Time warps. Yeah, I've pre-done a bunch of the orbits. It's interesting where they actually are, isn't it? I'm actually going to be taking part, but they're all around Minimus, so when I was setting them up, they didn't look to nothing like that. So the first orbit. Okay. Well, that's a good start. Yes. Bring the orbit down nice and low. Reason for this is that effect their name, the effect that whose name I just cannot for the life of me remember. Oh, damn it. That'll do. Okay. So even though we only have a small amount of delta V, we do have plenty, more than enough to do what we need. Start by doing a retrograde burn at periapsis. We could have gone lower, but I'd rather not risk destroying my ship. Okay, so we need to circularize our orbit. Excuse me. Once we've circularized our orbit, we'll, or done our insertion, finished our insertion burn, that's what I'll call it. I'll circularize the orbit a bit. I'll go extend our orbit out, I'll extend our periapsis out. Reason being is I'll need to change the angle, and there'll be take less delta V if I do that, pretty much. Ah, good. I was thinking, oh dear, I really hope this isn't dumb. Oh wow, look at that terrain. It looks so... wow. That terrain mod really has done quite added quite something to the game. I mean, you can see like little craters and stuff. I'm still going way too fast. Cool, 5 hours, should be fine. This will probably do. Put a little bit of delta V into this. Cool. This is ascending node, which means we need to do anti-normal burn here. So what I'll do is I'll actually plot this one out, because what I'd like to do, yeah. 61 meters per second. Should be less than what it was. Okay, just waiting for the timer. So, minute 10, 35 seconds. And hopefully that'll get me to 0.2 meters per second, and it shouldn't require that much more to get a close orbit. And since I do have a bunch of I should be able to fill this all up as well. You know, I think I'm going to have a fair bit of time left over to play with. So what I might look at doing is might start stripping the Minimus base. The other one, that is. I mean, the current one is parts left over from the Mun base, and a few other bits and pieces. Just finishing off this. Well, it's a little bit cheaper to do. Cheap in terms of delta V, that is. I have 100 meters per second left. Okay, cool. Let's go retro. Come on, 70s. I was going to start making some 70s music, try and make some 70s music, but then I thought, nah, it's going to sound like me making banjo hillbilly music noises, so I won't do that. Cool. So I heard there might be potential that they're working on some kind of more... well, no, actually no, I won't discuss that because it's complete speculation. It's to do with the KSP IP. There's a dude on YouTube who's got a good video on it. Can't remember his name. I'll give me a sec. I'm gonna find it. Not there. Okay, what's the guy's channel? Shadow Zone. Okay, so there's a channel, Shadow Zone. The video is titled "Following the Money." KSP2 Steam sales number revealed. So he does a little bit of it's a bit of speculation on sort of what could be happening, I guess. $300 meters is probably a bit better. 57 units of 50. Okay. Okay, where's some docking ports that I can use? Oh shoot, that looked like it. Okay, this could be interesting. Let's get an engineer. Can we do anything with that top, I honestly don't think we need this. We could probably send that back. And that will give us a fuel tank. That's filled up with fuel, which is probably a good thing. It means I can take for a full tank of fuel back. I will empty the monopropellant tanks though. As much as I can anyway. Um, where are we? I don't really need those. Although what I can do with one of them is that. Good to know those can be used for such purpose. That could be useful. Okay, something's gone wrong here. That's better. Yeah, just like complete control of me just wouldn't do anything. I hear rain. I'll dock this with the the OG space station. You muppet, just grab the frickin'... Thank you. Right. Just let that float away for a little bit. That would be handy. Oops, we actually want to go normal. So yeah, what I'm going to try and attempt to do is I'll put this on top. There we are. Hmm. Okay, I am almost clear. I'll then do a quick burn up and flip around. Cool. Oops, wrong one. Perfect-ish. Control from here. Oh. That's actually... Right, this is actually going to be a little bit more difficult than I anticipated, but that's fine. Okay, we want to... that one. It's looking pretty good. That should complete the contract. So yeah, this is a fully custom, proper space station, as opposed to that one which was kind of just jankily put together. So decent amount of fuel storage, docking port. Ooh, it just occurred to me I haven't included somewhere to put the lander. Oh, swizzle sticks. I had a bunch of fuel on that other ship. Okay. Done. Perfect. Start moving stuff over, I guess. Fully loaded with oxidizer. This thing doesn't need any, the thing doesn't need that end at all anymore. Try to keep it balanced if I can. Cool. Top up the tanks. Perfect. That will need to be dealt with, but that's fine. I should always have a crew member on board, so that shouldn't be a problem. It probably will be though, knowing my luck. I am going to need 2 crew members. I can just have them hanging onto the outside if I really need to. Some additional blocks. Okay, we're going 105, so probably at least 200 meters per second of delta V in order to get to the surface. I should actually really have this noted down. Oh yeah, that should be plenty. 400 plus some of that. I really should take off some of the science equipment because it could be used elsewhere. Whoops. Okay. I'll go north a little bit because I want to try push my orbit that way. thing doesn't have landing legs. This thing's not intended to land. Good thing the gravity's not exactly high. Okay, I need my suicide burn notes. Oh, here it is. Right up there. Hmm. Well, landing on the right side. Okay, and we're nearly there. Not bad. That would have been useful. Okay, let's see where we need to go. Oh, look at that. Never used the aim camera function before. Probably should. I figured that probably would be what it did. We want arm, and we want to Interesting. So yeah, I do have red lights on the thing. Cool. So the thing should start filling up. Yes, it is. Nice. Everything's going to start filling up on that. Perfect. Okay, your turn. I'll turn off a couple of couple of sets of engine. It shouldn't. 6. 3. 40% on that one. Okay, we're just going to go nice and slow. The rain didn't seem to really come to anything. Oh gosh, this is going to take a few minutes. So it does look like I'm going pretty much flat, but I'm ever so slightly going up. So I'm having to put a bit of a downward thrust every now and then. I've got ample CS wanting propellant, so that shouldn't be an issue. I'm actually going to try land on one of those pads, I think. Might be the easier option. Well, I say easier option. They're not particularly easy to land on, which is why I was doing the arms. I'm sure there must have been a way to fly these. Hmm. Cool. There's this thing that should start filling up as well. Okay, let's go back to Space Inn to see what contract we've got, and I'll, what else was I supposed to do tonight? Yeah, the idea was we were just going to send stuff back to base, really. Check what other contracts. That's only 200,000. Okay. How cheap can we do this? propellers aren't actually that expensive. Okay, there's my 5 Kerbals. Oh. Alright, that's power. It's a cheap engine. And it's also very efficient, so that'll be a good choice. 771 meters per second, not ideal. I need more than that. Yeah, screw it. If it's only going to be used once. I'll just clip a couple of these into the side of it, I think. 1074, looking a little bit nicer. Actually, I might do 3. See, 1170. And landing legs. That is actually better value. Did not know that. Okay, so 1144 meters per second. That's how much delta V this thing has. So once we get to orbit, that's what we've got to deal with. Oh. 390 versus 1193. Oh, hang on. Okay. That's significantly better. Okay. So what happened there was it was calculating the delta V required if this thing was so let me get my thoughts straight. Hang on, even that's probably too much. I could probably cheapen that. That's the delta V required if this thing was to launch from the surface, which of course it's not. Even that's more than I need. But we need a docking port. And an antenna. Yeah. Has antenna, has a docking port, can generate power. It's fully assembled. Can support 5 Kerbals, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Now it just needs to be landed on, and it cost me a total of 9,000. Okay, how much mass? Mass is 8 tons, 8.5 tons, so we'll grab ourselves a ton lifter. Okay, can we build something for less than 18,000? Ooh, it sounds like I don't have my... Oh, of course it's... mute. Hey? Okay, fix that. It's not going to do the job. It's getting close. I'm only going to have 600 one to make in orbit though, so it's not really enough. Certainly cheaper than 18,000 though. I have a bit more control. Ooh, yuck. I need something's got decent atmospheric delta V and isn't too expensive. $2,300, that's not bad value. Starting to look a bit better. Skiff. What sort of gimbling does this thing have? Vectoring 2 degrees, okay. Oh, fudge. Yeah, it's going to cost a bit expensive. There was a third one of these, where's it gone? Back thumper, so it's another 1,700 added to the cost. But that's what we're looking for. Because I don't really care about the stage. Okay, so for 20k, so it'll be 500 meters per second, then we got... But that's going to be in the atmosphere, so it should be out of the atmosphere by that stage, so that should be fine. Okay, let's see how this thing goes. Let's put something on it, shall we? Put a probe core. I'll just go straight up with these because they do start to be a bit, they can be a little bit funny, and I don't really want to risk hitting my, damaging anything. There we are. So I did want them to fall away from the space center if possible. Got my delta V going up. Because I'm not going particularly fast, I shouldn't have to worry. I shouldn't need to really worry about drag or anything at this stage. Oh gosh darn it. I always forget my phone's on charge beside me, and I just kind of forget about them, and just look down there at 100%, and it's like, okay. Ideally with lithium-ion batteries, you don't want to stress them out too much, so getting to maybe about 80% is probably about where you want to be, I think. Ooh. Okay, one there. Cool. I have a feeling I'm going to not be able to make this. I mean, this stage is going to have the delta V, but it doesn't have the thrust to weight ratio. Or maybe it might. It generates the thing generates 250, this only generates 60. If this doesn't work, I'll just strap some more solid rocket boosts just to it. That'll probably do the job. And they're not overly expensive. It's debatable whether there'd be enough delta V left over to get to the Mun after that. So I guess 4 boosters it is. Okay. Okay. Cool. A little bit of angle will help me get, should help me, the thing's not hit the space center, but hopefully not too much angle or so to actually hit the spaceship. I've also got these as well, which will help knock the boosters away. Okay, that was not supposed to do that. Nothing really to say. Yeah, just rocketing to the sky, to the moon. I kind of want to be turning my horizontal, I don't want to be getting too much vertical speed. Horizontal speed, I think, is, because I mean you're going completely horizontal when you're in orbit, so yeah. Oh, those two extra boosters might really have done it. Because they got me to an atmosphere where, to a point where this liquid fuel rocket was a lot more efficient. Okay, looks like we're doing pretty good. Very shallow ascent. A lot shallower than I normally would do. I think I'm going to get to orbit. Nice. I'll do 77 Ks, and that gives me a ton of delta V to play with to get this thing to Minimus. Now it's not going to be particularly exciting me getting this thing to Minimus, so I'll just do that off screen. And I'll do a few fueling bits and pieces off screen as well. Because it's just kind of admin-y stuff, which I'm sure admin-y stuff's like super exciting. Okay, we're in orbit. Ugh, that's why this probe course like real basic. That'll do. Extend that antenna because I'm going to need it. Where's the antenna? Well, it certainly has an antenna, I just can't see it. Oh, there it is. Extend. Cool, that'll be me for tonight. Thanks for tuning in. Peace out, Jeb says hi, and we'll come up with something to do next time. Peace.